Hey, good afternoon everyone. This is Tom Marsden again with Heyco products. Hope everyone is doing well still. If you guys joined me for the video last week, thank you. Appreciate it. If you're new this week, while I'm in isolation these next couple weeks, I hope to highlight a new Heyco solar product every week and kind of demonstrate how that part is being used in residential installations, commercial installations, or utility scale installations. To kind of recap last week, I covered our quick reference guide. Just to kind of take the guesswork out of everything, we highlight all of the PV module clips Heyco offers, as well as the top rail clips that Heyco offers, and then anything else that's used to manage wire or prevent rodents from nesting underneath the PV modules is all on the back side. So that's available online again. Also available in print, so if there's any interest in any of these videos that I'm doing over these next couple weeks, please reach out. I'd be happy to send one in the mail to you. Just to recap from last week as well, we focused on a PV module clip. It's for routing cables from the back of a PV module frame up to a microinverter. So those are typically used in a residential or commercial installation. And I still have one of those clips on the module from last week, just to give you a demonstration of how that's being used and where that's being used. So again, you've got your PV wire coming out of the back of your module, and then if you are using microinverters, that microinverter is usually on the top rail that your module is installed on. And then you can manage up to 2 cables with our SunRunner, our S6445 or S6405. This week I thought we'd kind of jump course, and if installers aren't using microinverters, they're using string inverters. So what a microinverter does, it helps regulate the power output from the PV module. So if one module is performing underperforming compared to another module, those microinverters help make the modules run as efficiently as possible. So in larger installations, it doesn't make economic sense to have a microinverter for every panel. So typically used in a utility scale installation, you'll be just running your PV cables from the back of your solar panel to the next solar panel. So you're kind of just daisy chaining from one PV module to the next PV module, and then when you get to the end of a row, those are typically going into a string inverter in larger scale solar installations. So we've got a variety of different clips that can accommodate that type of installation. It's called our SunRunner 90-degree series, and I will demonstrate shortly just how those are used. But we've got 3 different parts. We have a 90-degree single wire cable, and that is our S6446 is the bulk part number. S6406 is the 100 pack part number. And then we also have a 2-wire version, which is our S6476 or our S6436. The 76 is the bulk part number, and then the 36 is the 100 pack for the 2-wire. And then we also, relatively new to Heyco, is a 90-degree 4-wire version, and that'll accommodate up to 4 cables. Part numbers for those are S6479, that's the bulk part number, and then S6439 is the 100 pack. So I'm going to try to get a little bit closer up to the camera here just so you can see. We've got our single wire version, is that guy there. So that'll accommodate a single cable from 0.20 inches to 0.313 inches. And then a panel thickness is from 0.06 to 0.13 inches. So I'll cover the material thickness in a minute. And then this is our 90-degree 2-wire clip. So that'll accommodate up to 2 cables, for a 90-degree installation. And then this is our 90-degree 4-wire clip. And if you notice, the 4-wire clip has that unique spring retention tab, if you recall from last week. That makes contact with each individual cable, so you get excellent axial cable retention from side to side. So over time, that cable won't sag with our 90-degree 4 clip. With the 90-degree 2 and the 90-degree single wire clip, unfortunately, we don't have that unique spring retention tab, but you're still making excellent contact with the cables. So our 90-degree 2-wire clip from the 90-degree series of clips is our most popular, since generally you have 2 PV cables coming out of the back of each PV module. You know, you generally have 2 cables to route. So I already have one on here. That's the 2-wire clip. But just for demonstration purposes, I will show you just how easy it is to install one. So the 90-degree 2-wire clip that I'm about to install, that has a material thickness of 0.03 inches to 0.13 inches. So a little bit wider of a range for panel thicknesses compared to our single cable 90-degree clip and our 4-wire 90-degree clip, but you know, it's still around the same ballpark. So I've got my 90-degree 2-wire clip here, and since I'm routing the cable from the back of one PV module to a PV module that's installed directly next to it, I'm going to install my cable clip, my 90-degree 2-wire clip, you know, on the long side of the PV module. Typically in a utility scale you know, installation, your modules are in portrait mode rather than in landscape mode. So if you can visualize, you know, a row of panels, they're all going to be in the portrait mode. So I'm going to install my clip on the long side of the module frame. And then, since this is just an RV panel, I don't have 2 leads coming off the back. What I'm going to do is just make a loop so you guys can get an idea of how neatly it routes 2 cables, because that's going to be your typical installation. Like I had mentioned, you're typically going to have 2 leads coming off the back of the PV module, and then I can go on to my next PV module. So I can go this way, and then on this side I also have a clip. So then I can go to the next PV module frame on this side as well. So we typically recommend 2 clips per PV module to carry the cables from the back of one PV module to the next PV module. And then our 90-degree 4-wire clip, similar installation, so that's also going to install on the long side. It's just going to accommodate just, you know, a larger number of cables. Obviously it'll hold up to 4 cables. Those cables ranging for the 90-degree 4-wire clip range from 0.20 inches to 0.315 inches. And the panel thickness for the 90-degree 4 clip is going to be from anywhere from 0.06 inches to 0.13 inches in material thickness. So I can unhook this real quick and demonstrate as best as I can what it'll look with 4 cables installed. So again, I'm going to make a loop here. And again, that spring retention tab on our 4-wire clip is going to provide some excellent you know, cable retention. So over time you won't see any sagging over time. So I'm inserting my first cable, inserting my second cable, my third cable, and my 4th cable. So that's how neatly it routes the 4 cables with the 90-degree 4-wire clip. And again, those part numbers are S6479 for the bulk part number and S6439 for the 100 pack part number, depending on the size of the installation. And I'm not going to demonstrate the single cable, because I think between the 90-degree 2 and 90-degree 4-wire clip, you can get the idea of how a single wire 90-degree clip works. But I will mention those part numbers again. S6446 for the bulk pack, and then S6406 for the 100 pack. And again, the single wire 90-degree clip accommodates material thicknesses from 0.06 to 0.13 for panel thicknesses, and then for cable diameters, it's anywhere from 0.20 inches to 0.315 inches. Next week we'll get into some of our top rail clips that I had highlighted last week. Gotten a number of questions over the past couple days. You've got PV module clips. What about, you know, clips that are compatible with Unirac, Iron Ridge, Everest? We've got those too. So stay tuned, and I'll show you guys those next week. Thanks again, guys, and stay healthy.